Good morning, everyone. Logansryche here. How's everybody doing? Welcome on back to another episode of the Second Life vlog. Now, I would like to first start off and say that I have officially upgraded to Windows 10. This was actually originally done to so I could use another streaming program, but the streaming program since requires two-step authorization that apparently isn't working correctly. Anyways, let's take a trip, shall we? And we're going to go to Kyoto Kagi. This was a sim that both Sage and I have been to quite a few times. Okay, there's a few people online. And basically what this is a representation of different parts of Kyoto. Even though, by looking at this JR sign, it says it's for the station of Kyoto. Again, these are, this is another group of people that I would, love to have build something for me. Oh, it was weird. Okay then. Oh, that is so strange. That's actually never sounded for me before. Okay then. Cats are starting in early. Now, I didn't know about it until after I had was researching something else, but this building right here was actually excuse me, it's actually part of a gotcha collection. Go figure, right? Now, generally speaking, walking around the sim, you will lag a lot, and it's all mostly ground lag because they've built up on the actual surface of the sim. And I just walked in here where I wasn't supposed to. As signified by these cones, but I don't see. Okay. I have a few different vending machines here. This one here is for hot noodle or ramen, and when you click on the machine, it obviously doesn't do anything except turn the lights on and off, which is cool by itself. Again, you see the 24-hour 100 Linden parking sign. It actually would not surprise me any if the folks that made the Tokyo sim were either inspired by the sim or had some direct, indirect thing with the folks of the sim. Now this would be a this is a mock 7-Eleven, because again, 7-Eleven is very big in Japan as a convenience store. However, convenience stores in Japan are unlike convenience stores here in America. So we got some drinks, got some ramen cups, chips. Some ice cream. I'm guessing that's some kind of spaghetti. It's pizza. A little gum stand over here. I got an ATM machine here. And then we got looks like a magazine rack here. Different magazines. At one time, I was attempting to operate a comic book and magazine shop, and it never really went over too well, I guess. I suppose at some point ooh, yeah, lagging like really bad now. Whoa. So as I was saying, this is a it's a nice sim, it's a safe sim. However, you do lag a lot, and that's just something that's unfortunate. Try and see if I can't bring up the one SL website and find our next location, because so most of the homes and buildings on the sim are that homes, and the last I heard, this sim in particular, their the owner is fine with it. However, the general community on this sim in particular are not very friendly. And I'm sure that's probably because of the bad rap that the fandom has in general on SL, which is unfortunate. Okay, try to find some more hangouts. Shops, that's community. Okay, this is a Japan resort, so let's go check these folks out. again, if your computer is able to handle visiting, then, come on over. Come explore. I might actually need to teleport home first, which is unfortunate. This is actually one of the bigger issues with Second Life in general, is just the overall amounts of lag. But some of it is your lag, some of it's server lag, and some of it's ground or sim lag, which is unfortunate. And some sims are just okay. So this is Japan Resort. I guess we'll find out exactly. Whoa. Yeah. Come on. You're saying welcome? Oh, good evening. I'll do it this way. I'll take a landmark of here. Landmark this place. So far out here. Okay, so that's more. Okay, so when they say that that's a resort, that's more of a club. Which is fine. Because they're listed under community. That's the Christmas tree that's downstairs. I could listen to that forever. You know, music box or not. Let's see, where's here? Not what I was looking for. Okay, there is a place that's put on by the. Is this it? By one of the universities. Yes, I think this is it. Alright, this is on Retsumaken or Maiken. Website is art.sumi.ac.jp. Okay, this is the Art Research Center at Retsumaken University, which is in. Where are you located? Excuse me. Let's see. Site policy link. About. They still haven't exactly said where they are. But if you're Japanese and you're reading this, then you already know more than I do. Again, normally I would just take my phone, hold it there, and let it do its thing. I could have sworn that this is put on either in Tokyo or Kyoto or one of those places. I don't fully remember. Different types of art in here. Is this? I want to say that this is the process of making a block image. There's a gentleman that I follow on Twitch that's in Tokyo. This is all he does, is he'll sit there and carve these pictures in woodblock, and then will paint the areas of the block that are going to be printed, and then prints them. And he was saying that in the very early days of mass printing, that's how the Japanese did their imagery, which is very very cool, because he has they're modern tools to today's time, but it's using these small and medium carving tools, to carve this intricate work. And his studio in particular doesn't do the traditional stuff, but his studio does gaming characters in a traditional style, meaning let's see, one of the recent ones that he had done was a blacksmith with standing next to a hero and holding this giant sword, and the blacksmith's all frustrated, leading one to believe that the hero is the sword is acting too big for his britches. This was also a place I was going to take Sage to, and hadn't gotten the chance because they are offering use-in dresses over here for free. They are Kyoto Kagi use-in dresses, which now probably leads me more to believe that this art school is based in Kyoto, which is right where Sage wants to be. There's something about Kyoto that speaks to her. She likes more than the other places. Oh, that's neat. Different types of art. Let's see. This would be the second time I've been to the sim, and both times it doesn't seem like a lot of people come over here for whatever reason, which is very unfortunate. But it does look like they do some kind of classes over here. Please lift the box and buy the Hori coat, come up hands and body shape for free. Netsuke, or Netsuke, is it Netsuke or Netsuke? Museum. Oh, okay, here we go. Welcome to the DH-JAC sim. Main goal of this sim is to provide learning materials for educators and learners around the world. This sim has been established and maintained by the Digital Humanities Center for Japanese Arts and Cultures at Ritsumeikan University. All learning materials made available through the sim are the property of the respective rights holders. as of April 1st, 2010. This has been here since 2010. That's, what do they call that? Testament is all this time. Let's see. Oh, excuse me. An update. Oh. City Skylines is having an event. Okay, so that's this place. Add that into my list of visited places. Okay. Alright, generally speaking, because right now it's early morning, it's 9 o'clock a.m. for me here in New York. However, it is evening time in Japan. Let's see. So that's why that one person had said good evening to me, and he said it to me formally because I think he said it to me formally because I'm wearing a suit, but you know, which is fine. And I did say it back, but I was pretty formal about it. One thing I was told was that when dealing with ignore my words. When talking with other Japanese, I don't always have to be so formal. So alright, so this is called the Outer Garden. Looks like there's some people on the line, but that's alright. Oh, how pretty. Is this in a... This has to be in a skybox or something. Yeah, we've got a pond here, some other stuff. This actually is more of a, looks more like a seasonal thing than a permanent place. Let's see. Your description says we will publish the new garden moonrise from the tea reporter in the White Garden. 24-hour is open for walks and dates for SS photography. Meaning that, yeah, it's a place for photo ops. If you want to come here, you can. I consider it safe, but I really wouldn't consider to be specific to Japanese, in all honesty. Excuse me. Okay, so this other place is called Global Japan. This is in Am I spelling it right? No, I'm spelling it wrong. Okay. This is called, like I said, this is called Global Japan, and this sim called Logansryche. Jeez, I can't even pronounce that. 68 194 402. Okay, and they're surrounded by abandoned land because it's mainland. Okay. Mark this place. Excuse me. The bouncing snowman. That is bouncing snowman. I'm actually trying to see if I can get my OBS window to behave. Just for whatever reason. Let's see something here real quick. Okay. Been hearing a lot of those lately. The ambulances and stuff. Alright, this place says that it is welcome to both Japanese and foreigners, and no matter if I've lived in Japan for 10 years or 30 years, I would still be considered a foreigner. Ooh la la, kitten makeup. Oh, it's cute. It's actually kind of cute. That place is all whitewashed. Stuff that. We've got a gotcha machine here. Change this sun position. Oh, okay. Got different nails here. Again, something to be, really cool to, to offer in my shop. Just out of curiosity. 30. Okay. Well, all my machines are 25. Just to try to keep prices low. Even though a lot of that stuff I've paid more than 25 Linden for. You know, in the end, that's all they are. They're gachapon items, and they need to be treated as such. You know. Oh, looks like a nice, fun gathering place. So we got a clock there. I'm thinking that's a Japanese time clock. And looks like 11:15. So yeah, it's almost midnight in Japan. That is, if I'm reading that correctly. Okay then. Time is it in Japan? Okay, let's see. Current local time in Japan. It is currently, yes. It is now 11:16. Minute about to be 11:17 p.m. JST or Japan, Standard Time, which makes even more sense as to why that one guy had said good evening to me. Now, I'm not entirely sure what time the Japanese generally go to sleep. I think it varies. So we got a housing here. Some folks just sitting around. Cafe member, Japan manager. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. This is also the first time that the excuse me, the built-in translator has worked. Or maybe is there a translator? Maybe not. Let's see. So, community, various people visit regardless of if the foreigners park is all the times, which there's a team. Okay, well. Oh, okay. I don't speak any Japanese, to be honest. Yeah, that should be interesting, because most folks, even abroad in Japan, are worry of those that use Google Translator. Walk on over here. I could sit in it. It's not there. Oh, that was so weird. Oh my gosh. This is perfect. This is... Oh! Oh, okay. This is one of the one things that... Okay. This was one of the one things I think Sage had wanted to get. Okay. I've already got it as a landmark. I would most definitely consider this place to be very safe to go to and interact with people. You know, especially these folks. These seem to be... We got a pagoda down there. There's also a gacha house. I can see that is. Why am I still typing? Oh my gosh. One of the things that I personally like about, you know, especially the older Japanese buildings is the intricacy, of the work, and very much like the guy that I follow on Twitch. Something tells me I'm going to need to invest. And this is actually something that's completely normal to the Japanese culture, because Japanese in general have very little interaction with their form of the furry fandom. So, and their reaction to me is much like how the French react to me, and that ooh, you cute. To make international communication. Oh, okay. That would be nice. This will actually help me to gauge my gauge my questions. Okay. Okay. Or slink.com. I'm told it's also always important to just talk to them like like you would talk to a friend, like you're not trying not trying to the heck is wrong with these cats? The cats like acting like really catty. Yeah, this is actually, I think I've ran out of stuff to talk about. Yeah, so this is, okay, so this is more of a, yeah. Japanese Community for Relaxation and International Communication. I think one of these is here is a translator, and I think what I'm actually going to end up having to do is invest in a Babel translator, which used to work really well in NSL. Logan's head is moving. It is. It must be how. Which is why my head's like off to the side. But yeah, this is like really cool stuff. Yeah, I am most definitely going to have to invest in a in some kind of translator. Yeah. Okay. Oops. That's the interaction that I look for, you know, when it comes to you know, to visiting places. None of this, oh my god, you're a fur, go away. Alright, so while I have some time, let me sit here. Let's sit here like this. Let's sit here like this. Let me see if I have a translator exists. Excuse me. Like I said, there used to be a translator for SL. Let's see, this is the complete source code, widely popular and free HR Universal Translator. It devices a dynamic public chat listener, automatically translates between 50+ languages, and delivers translations of spoken text to those nearby that don't speak the language of the original speaker. Please help to further development of this open source project. Future upgrades needed. I'll pen this over here. Oh, why are you doing that for? Wrong window. Okay. Support for Google spell check. Just be great to be able to spell check chat first and automatically do suggested corrections before translation. To break the engine script into 2 more scripts to allow for future expansion, be able to handle low memory situations better. Support pseudo instant message. This could be done with avatars wearing a device with 100 meters of others, or could be done worldwide using email or some other communication mechanism. Avatars would chat on a hidden channel, and to be able to communicate with other avatars or group chat would require in-world servers or prims to link translators up together and find another. Ensure the Unicode is supported correctly. Ensure that right to left languages are inputted and outputted correctly. May need additional options since the SL client doesn't support this correctly, and sometimes people speak backwards in SL chat to get around this. Oh god. Rework auto detection of language code should only automatically change the avatar's language if it is reliably predicted that they have changed languages. Add an automatic spam detection and prevent translation. Find a way to detect gesture chat spam. Filter out from translation. Filter out bad translations that only return the same or similar input. Support replacement of common abbreviations or slang so that the Google translation system can translate correctly. May require support of a user-definable dictionary note card. Again, this universal translator was created at a time when the only form of translation was Google Translator. There really weren't any other websites out there. There still technically aren't any other websites out there. And as I said in a previous video, Google Translator has become has been updated so that if a translation doesn't fit right, then someone has the ability to go in there and and change the translation so it is right. So which is how something like that is supposed to work. Handle translation errors from Google and resubmit the translation rather than just ignoring it. And then other improvements. The code. The device consists of 3 key scripts with several ancillary scripts to function. The key scripts are listed here. Universal Translator Engine. This is the heart of the translator. It handles communications with other translators, handles listening to avatars for chat, and handles most of the traffic. How do multiple translators communicate? There are 2 chat channels that work. Excuse me. And I will be playing with this in future videos. Let's see. HTTP handler is the website handler, the interface handler, and I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. I will, as I said, I will be playing with this in future videos, to make sure that translations are done correctly, because there is a company out there right now. Let me see. Let me pull up my mail so I can. I know I'm running over time. That's okay. Let's see, where is it? Oh, come on. Guard me, Marco. Oh, okay. I think this is it here. Okay, this is called the ILI device. I'll let Google search that in a moment. Or rather, ILI translator. Ugh. That's not where I'm searching, though. Okay. Okay. As I said, this is called the ILI translator, and what this is, it fits on your wrist like a wristwatch, and allows people to communicate with using English, Spanish, and Japanese. Those are the only 3 languages that are supported by this device, and they're obviously having oh, okay. So they've actually added Mandarin to it. They're still working through pre-orders and stuff, but it costs $250, and that's actually not that bad of a price. But everything's contained with it, within the watch. Battery lasts 3 times. Lasts up to 3 days, and then if there's a language that isn't supported, like if you want to go from like English to German, then you can add that to that. But yeah, so so SL-wise, this universal translator, I'll probably fiddle with the code so that it's specific to Japanese English. That way, I can communicate with with more people, and will then eliminate that language barrier. Oh god, I could listen to this song forever. Alright, well, that's all the time I have for this episode. Like to continue to thank everyone that does watch these episodes. If you find them useful, I'm glad. Because of the way vlogs work for me, I'm probably going to end up posting this vlog and my other vlog twice a day, just because I have the extra time. And in the meantime, I will see everybody later.